ain't taking this shit no more.
Anybody can look good when things are going good. Don't tell me how much man you are, how much woman you are when everything is perfect. You're a fake. I want to know how bad you are when you're under trial. Can you carry? Can you lift? Can you lead?
There's nobody paying Nan bill in my house but me. Georgia Power say me. Georgia Gas say me. The water bill say me. My credit card bill say me. No cosigner on the shit. That car note say me. Car insurance, home insurance say me. Trash account say me. Phone bill say me. No family plan. Everything is me. So if I get involved with a man and we get engaged, it's still gonna say me. Because it ain't us until it's us. It ain't us until I'm married. And if what's up, y'all? It's me, it's Shan. Good night. Hey, late night tip. Getting some late night throat with me on a mic. Spitting game on a mic. Y'all see the title. Marriage or Naw. Okay, this is episode 11, okay? Welcome me in September. Another month to remember. Hopefully in a good way for you and me and your mom too. All right, I'm gonna stop. So my thing is like, who is happy in a relationship today, especially in a marriage? Shoot, who is at peace and in a healthy marriage? Too many people got explanations and expectations and not enough effort being given in the relationships that they are currently in while they're pointing fingers at other people. And a lot of people like, you know what? Are you in a relationship? Are you married? You need to not say anything about us, about how horrible we are, about how we cheat on our wives and show up on Wednesday and Sunday and tell you to put money in the basket to give us private jets and rings and watches. What audacity. Anyway, it's terrifying to let go, right? First and foremost, to let go of your single life and to be vulnerable for another person, let alone in a relationship, let alone in a marriage where you got to be embarrassed by what your spouse does. The person you say I do to, the person you share a house with and wash their clothes and feed them and take care of the kids that y'all have and take care of the businesses that y'all have. And when they sick, you take care of them as best as you can. You remember all the sacrifices that you made because you were married to somebody, because somebody else's opinion and feelings matter to you, and they out here acting a goddamn fool, not considering your feelings. What a fucked up position to be in. So, for those of y'all that are not married, is it marriage or naw for you now? Now that you're seeing how people really out here acting, how people in marriages for years being disrespectful, having 6 wives, being mistreated, crying on social media, making Facebook be spillyourbusiness.com. You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all still about that marriage life or nah? That's what I want to talk about. A dream, a simple fantasy that Let's do some catch up. Let's catch up because I gotta tell you what's been going on. Catch me if you can. All right, so what's catching up? September weather. I'm ready, Miss Loretta. I'm ready. Okay, like I'm ready for long sleeves. I'm ready for smelling perfume in the air. I'm ready for like the leaves to change. I'm ready for the breeze. I'm ready for windows down, no more AC. I'm ready for opening my windows. I'm ready for new candles. I'm ready for lightweight jackets. I'm ready for boots and booties. I'm ready for a lot right now. And so, yeah. How about you? I've been needing this fall breeze, this fall air, this crisp since June, because when I tell you summer was hot as hell, summer was like, oh, y'all want to get baked? I'm going to bake you. You want to get baked? We going to see a lot of gingerbread men running around here because the oven is hot. That's how hot it was this summer. Like, what are you trying to prove, Earth? Earth. What are you trying to prove? Like, we hot. We get it. We got it. Good. Okay? This is a time for you to be switching out your closets. Okay? Switching out your closets. Switching out your scents. Switching out your nail polish if you have nail polish at home. Okay? Switching out your shoes. Putting those sandals and shit up. Okay? Now, don't dare go into that goddamn closet and pull out them dusty, leaning ass, lean with a rock with it Uggs, because we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. All the tights, homegirls, when y'all be wearing tights heavy, you can only wear those tights 1.5 times. One time out, I'll allow it a second time around your house and outside your house. That's it. And when I say outside your house, outside in the yard. That's it. And then you need to wash them, okay? And if I can see your ham hocks in them things, they are not for just wearing a small t-shirt and put on some tights. Those are for long shirts or underdresses, tights, and leggings, okay? Get you some thicker leggings so I can't see your ham hocks and your purse. Thank you, management, all right? What else? We got 30 damn days this month. Let's get it, okay? Get what you need to get done. We in the last quarter of the goddamn year, all right? Stop saying I shoulda, coulda, woulda, and budget and get it done. Before you buy it full price, research. If it's a tax write-off, put it to the side when you order it and you get the receipt, so when it's tax time, you're not scrambling and shit. Organize your damn emails. Like, there's so much that you could be doing in order to keep money in your home other than sitting down and watching TV and spending money on Netflix, HBO, Prime, ordering shit on Amazon. Bezos is rich enough, okay? What are you doing or you're not doing to make sure you get the most out of this year? Okay? Thinking about getting a new car? You got a business already? You might want to buy it in your business credit. You know what I'm saying? How much does it weigh? Can you write it off in full? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you utilizing your whole home to do content? And you might be able to write that rent off or that mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Like, be smart. Be smart about what you're doing. Be smart about your time. Because time is what? Money. Time is money. And we ain't got no time, honey, okay, to be wasting it. All right? Be diligent on checking on your people. Keep that immune system up. Say it one more time. Keep that immune system up. Okay? When your iron is low, when your vitamin D is low, shit gets shaky. Shit gets shaky. And you be shaking in your boots. That's how your insides be. Okay? So keep that D up. Fellas. Ladies. Keep that D up. Alright? Be healthy. Make healthy choices. Citrus. Fresh peppers. Put it in your salad. Peppers got more vitamin C than most citrus. Okay? Tea at night. Hot tea in the morning. Okay? Moisturize that skin. Deep condition that hair. Switch out your conditioners too, ladies. Okay? I know y'all like to wear wigs and lace fronts and all that shit. Take care of the hair that's under there. Okay? Eye glue. Chill. Please chill on the lashes, okay? And stop putting perfume and cologne over musty ass clothes. And ladies, if your BV was kicking in the summer, guess what? It's going to be kicking in the winter if you don't get checked. Okay? Check that. All right? Ain't nothing worse than the heat being on and somebody BV is pumping. Louder. Like, sis, what is that smell? What is that smell? We hired you, not fish fry. Shit. I definitely was supposed to go to the office this week, and I said, book it, because I didn't want to go. All right? So, as far as what else is catching up. Ain't shit going on but these bills, pushing out content. I have been on TikTok a bit heavier because I can, period. All right? Let's get into this meat, though. Hello, it's me. Alright. The reality is. Some days I'm like, why the fuck would you get married? And then some days I'm like, being married would be so fun if I really liked that person. I really enjoyed that person. And I didn't have to do it all. Solo. Even DJing at night. You know what? Like, some people, it's for the wrong reasons. Right? And for some people, it's for the right reason. And for some people, it's a no. And for some people, it's a yay. I don't feel like marriage is for everybody. Just like I don't feel like kids is for everybody. I don't feel like everybody's able to be a teacher, even though they know what they're teaching. I don't feel like everybody needs to be a police officer, even though they can put on the outfit and carry a gun and a baton and drive a car and circle a block and annoy people and write tickets. That doesn't mean you need to be a police officer. Just because you know the human anatomy doesn't mean you need to be a doctor. There's more to that. Just like there's more to a marriage. I'm in the middle about the shit because a lot of people are married and unhappy, but too miserable and too selfish to free themselves or the other person. In a marriage, being spiteful to each other. And we see it. We see it on TV. We see it in public. We see it on text exchanges. We see it on Twitter. I see it. I hear it. I see a lot of women being disrespectful to the person they're married with by doing slick shit. I see men being disrespectful to their marriage that they made, and then the next day you see them writing a post about how I didn't choose her, she chose me, and she's not my first choice, she's my 15th, but she'll do. Like, y'all have a lot of fucking audacity. Do you know what it takes for a woman to be able to groom herself properly, take care of her vagina, go to work, keep herself clean, hold up titties, take care of other kids, give birth to another human being, and then turn around and do something for you too? What? And a lot of men had their mom doing for them, their sister doing for them, their grandma doing for them, their auntie doing for them, then their girlfriends doing for them. And then when they didn't want a girlfriend no more, they got engaged and they got a wife, and she was probably doing for him. And then they got married and she doing for him. Listen, women usually get a break in somebody doing for them, depending on what type of relationship they have. depending on if their father is around and involved, depending on if they have older brothers that give a fuck. Like, I don't have nobody doing for me. There's nobody paying damn bill in my house but me. Georgia Power say me. Georgia Gas say me. The water bill say me. My credit card bill say me. No cosigner on the shit. That car note say me. Car insurance, home insurance say me. Trash account say me. Phone bill say me. No family plan. Everything is me. So if I get involved with a man and we get engaged, it's still gonna say me. Because it ain't us until it's us. It ain't us until I'm married. And if you're not trying to get married and we ain't engaged, you don't need to be in my house every day. You don't need to be popping up at my house every day. You clearly got shit that you need to do for you, and I clearly got shit that I need to be doing for me. But a lot of people make that part foggy. And when you make that part foggy, you end up in a relationship with someone that you really care about and you like. And then they hug and kiss you and convince you that we should move in together since we're around each other all the time. Okay. More than likely than not, the woman moves in with the man. But that was originally his place. Right? And then everything's cool. He fuck you whenever he want to fuck you. He take you out when he want to take you out. Y'all eat together. If you need something at the house, maybe he'll help. Groceries is y'all groceries. Toilet tissue, y'all toilet tissue. Bills is y'all bills. Depending on how y'all share that. And, you know, you're not gonna let your lights get cut off. And he not trying to let his lights get off. So y'all gonna make a way. Y'all gonna make a way. You want hot water, don't you? Y'all gonna make a way. So like all these little things that they get to benefit off of, and you get to benefit off of too, because now you have someone that can help, because the benefit is you get light too, you get hot water too, you know what I'm saying, you get food too. But then when are we gonna get engaged? Well, we don't have to talk about that right now. Year 2. So let's talk about where we're at and what's the goal here. Man, why you always fucking up the mood? Okay. Year 3.5. Such and such got engaged. Oh man, our kid would be so cute. Why we talking about the kid when I want to get married and I mentioned to see I want to get married? Why we talking about the kid first? Like, what? So it's all of these things. Like sometimes women dig their own holes and men make them lie in it. Sometimes men dig their own holes by going after the woman that's visually appeasing, character flawed like everybody else, but flawed in a way where she's not going to benefit you in the future. She's going to make you look good visually, but you going to pay the bill every time. You going to deal with her shit and her attitude every time. But what the people on the outside going to see is, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's this. Oh, she's nice. Oh, you always bring her in here. Oh, you always going out to eat. Yeah, and I'm always paying. To me, like, if we can't share the goodness, why we sharing anyway? And when I say share, meaning when I'm with a man and I like that man, there is no, oh, you need to pay because you got a dick. And you need to pay for this because you got a dick. You need to pay for that because you got a dick. What? I love surprising the man I'm with goodness. Okay? Mentally, spiritually, physically, holidays, birthdays, Tuesdays. Like, why are we talking about, well, I'm not getting him this because he didn't get me that? Why are we talking about that? You must not like him. Like, there's all this back and forth about who needs to pay for this and who needs to pay for that. If y'all enjoyed each other's company and you love each other and you go home together, who the fuck cares about who pays for the food? You pay bills together, who the fuck cares about who pays the cable? People that don't like each other do. And so what it tells me is there's a lot of people out here in society that really don't like each other, but they dealing with each other on a certain level that's unhealthy. And those people who are dealing with someone in a way where they know they should have got out of that relationship, but they stuck in too long and now it's too late, they loud about what they don't like. Bitch, you knew what you ain't like about this person before we got here. So I know it's a mixture of people who are already miserable, knowing they with the wrong person, but in some way, shape, or form, it benefited them at one time, and now they just want to complain. I know that's that. But I also know that there are some great people in relationships with people they want to build with that don't want to build shit with them. I know when I see a man that gets excited about having a woman that they can benefit more from. I know men who purposely choose ditzy women so they could feel full of power. Like, I know it when I see it. Okay? So let's stop the madness. Y'all know what I don't like? I don't like when people really have nothing to say and they wait for shit to happen so they can do a side-by-side and just look while the video plays. I don't need you to chaperone me while I watch other people's content. You could just drop their content. Like, people be trying to piggyback off of other people's contents, like, solely. Not, oh, I do some of my videos and I do, you know, what TikTok calls duets. But I see people on Instagram do it. Like, why are you sitting, not saying anything? Like, baiting the public to come say something about the video that you sat half screen and we watched. Like, I could watch the video and have a comment under that video. Like, so many people want to grow and want to create a brand for whatever show they got or whatever content they want to create, but you're not giving no content. Or if you go to someone's page, this is the marketing mind for me talking, never mind me. If you go to someone's page, it's just picture after picture after picture after picture after picture after picture after picture of the episode that they did. But there's no interaction, there's no engagement. You don't talk to your audience. There's no pictures of you. They don't see you doing anything as far as like maybe setting up for an episode. Like, your audience engages with you more when they see that you're like really about your shit. When you're not so much of a mystery to your audience. They can see that you sit here and this is your backdrop and this is where you talk. They can see that you really into it. They can see that you enjoy it. If all your audience has of you is downloads somewhere else that you don't even tell them where your downloads is available, why would they go search? What about you makes them want to go look? What about you makes them want to be invested? What about you is encouraging? What about you is fun or uplifting? Like, we can all be Shade Room. We can all be World Star. We can all be Kevin Samuels. There's like a billion Kevin Samuels that have popped out the woodwork since he passed away. Like, y'all have to figure out how to refresh and brand yourselves in a new way that's not hanging on to someone else's balls of effort. And I gotta cut this short because it's white man money time. I'll finish this episode. But that was just like a little pet peeve of marketing that I've been seeing a lot of people doing. Like, it's cool to duet people's stuff. It's cool to play a video within your content that you're giving that's solely you. But just to sit there and wait for some shit to pop up so you can sit there and post a video and get the likes and the shares from some other shit that has nothing to do with you going on, that's corny. Alright, gotta go. I'll be back to finish this episode. I'll be back. Y'all know I had to do the podcast spotlight. Who we got? These podcasts. What? The podcast spotlight tonight is Content Queens. 2 women in marketing, PR, out here, minding their black ass business, being great and shit. All right. Talk about today's things as far as content, as far as media, as far as businesses, as far as growth, as far as like entertainment, as far as like making what you want out of the work that you do and what you're great at possible. So check out Content Queens if that's what you into. If you like to see black people create and coordinate and make things more poppin', check out Content Queens. Yeah. All right, y'all. So I'm back to finish. It is 11:10 p.m. and I just finished 3 hours of overtime. I'm tired. My back feels like I'm 35. Period. All right. So I left off at telling people not to be spiteful to each other within a marriage, because even if that marriage is not right for you and you need to end it, you are ruining the hope for either yourself or that other person to try again, right? And some people be like, I'm on my 3rd marriage or I'm on my 4th marriage, blah, 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 blah. And some people be like, never again in life. The devil is a liar. And I get it. I get both sides, Some people want to live with hope, and that's what keeps them living. And some people be like, nope. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is posting up this facade about what it looks like to be married, but y'all also acting a whole ass. Y'all also being like repellent for single people to want marriage, because we see you acting a whole fool. And it's not even about how much time was invested before they start acting crazy. Some people like 30 years in acting a damn fool. So you're not helping single people have any hope. I haven't been stressed by a man in years, and I'm not excited about meeting a new one because I've been enjoying the years of not being stressed or bothered or reading long texts back and forth or can we talk texts or conversations or random pull-ups, and just like, what is all this energy? What do you really want to talk about? What's really your problem? Like, that's what I'm on these days. So I don't know. Like, I'm still question mark days. Still like, yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it. You know what I'm saying? And then some more question mark days. So
what up, y'all? Welcome back to She Gets the Podcast. If you want to call into the show, it's 770-284-8175.
I don't know. Women today got health issues by lying to themselves about what the relationship is, knowing damn well it isn't, compromising when they shouldn't. all relationships are going to take time. You're going to see people go through some emotions and some changes. And people say 7 to 8 years is really where you see it get a little rough, a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? But I just believe by that time you should see and know your partner's limits. You should probably see a side that you really don't like, but something y'all can work on together to get better for each other. And I just feel like many people give up instead of work through it. And usually it's because they were married for the wrong reason. And I see a lot of people married for the wrong reason. And my thing is, like, if you're not going to cooperate, marriage is not for you. If you lack compassion for people and no passion to have a better day or a better year or more years to come with the person that you picked, don't pursue. Don't say I do. So many people aren't up for being better, like they said. And vows are a lot easier to be said before they are broken. And a lot of people don't mean it. And a lot of people show up because people are looking, not because they want to show up. And communication only works when two people want to be heard and understood. But you can't talk at each other and say, I want to build with this person. 3 out of 4 spouses are married to someone who is happy in the marriage and the other person is not even thought about. And I think that's selfish as fuck to be in a marriage and not worried about the person that's giving you peace having peace. Not worried about the person that's giving you joy having joy or feeling secure. That's one thing I know I didn't want. I never wanted what a lot of old women say, make sure you marry somebody that loves you more than you love them. What? Like, I've never been that girlfriend either. Like, I don't want somebody thinking the sun shines out of my ass every day, no matter what, and be looked at as like, oh, I'm on like this high level of expectation. And for me, it's like, some days I feel like the sun shines out of your ass, but not every day. Like, I don't never want a lopsided relationship like that, because you're not going to challenge each other. One person is going to be so excited about surprising you and wooing you, and the other person could be like, I woke up today and I made you eggs. What else do you want? And I'm just like, if someone is willing to be like 110% for me all the time, I want to be in a marriage where I want to be 110% for that person also. I don't want to be in a marriage where I'm trying to meet his 110% for me with 60%. I don't want to be in that. And some women be like, well, those marriages last the longest because women can lie about, being happy, or women play being happy in the relationship better than a man. And I don't want to, it's really like nightmare-ish. It's just so fucked up, but what's really like nightmare-ish for me when it comes to like the idea of marriage is someone getting comfortable in the fact that I love them, and they don't try anymore, they don't put in effort anymore. I don't want to hold on to used to's. Oh, we used to do this and we used to do that for like the survival of me sticking in it. And I don't want to fall into like every Monday he come home, he do this, we go here, he go to a friend's house. Like, I don't want to be able to clock my everyday with who I'm married with. And some people like that. I don't. So I just feel like if I do get married, it's going to be very like untraditional. I know for sure I never want to be proposed to in public. I think that's a private thing between you and the person. you're proposing to. I don't want a big wedding. I don't even think I want a wedding. I think a wedding should be deserved and earned through you and them, at least at the minimum going 5 years in on your marriage and celebrating with the people that helped you get to those 5 years when y'all was having challenges. I'm definitely that person that would rather buy a property or acres over a big wedding. I think that's stupid. And I think the blending of a family would be so, like, just joyful to see. Like, oh, I met this person, I met their family, they met mine, and now we just like mush it together so it's one. And just having that understanding with a person, the nonverbal understandings, the connection, the want to be around a person, like, that is what it's supposed to be. But I do understand that every relationship has its issues and has its things that, you know, two people need to work on. I understand that, but I don't want to be in one where I'm, you know, easily ready to give up. And I don't want to marry somebody where I want to marry somebody, but I also want to dip and dab with that person over here, or go see this person. Or I don't want to be excited about enjoying someone else's time while I'm engaged or within my marriage, and I don't want to have to explain the differences of how I love a person or how I like a person to the person I chose. Like, that's so dumb to me, but some people do it. Some people do it. And to me, all relationships are a huge gamble. And I just refuse, you know, to have multiple relationships with people and have it be lopsided or feel unfulfilled. The worst feeling in the world to me is to have other wants but only get partially of what you want out of a companion because they can't be what you need. And so my thing is, like, when it comes to people in a relationship that I want, I'm not taking the glass half empty anymore. Like, it has to be full of what I want. And I'm not saying it has to be this huge list of everything has to be checked, but at the most part, like, not waiting on people to get right. You gonna get right with me and grow with me, and we gonna work on us, or we just not. I don't have time for it. I can't fake be interested in people. And at least 3 of my past relationships, I felt like if I pushed further in it, it was gonna be lopsided. It was gonna be, you know, this person's at 110% for me, and I'm not feeling it, and I can't fake it, and I don't want to be 60 with them. And I felt like they deserved a woman or a person to be with that will meet them at their 110% that they want to give. And sometimes why someone doesn't want to give more is because they can't fake more. I can't fake what I don't feel. And that's whether it's work-wise, friendship-wise, relationship-wise, romantically. Like, I'm not about to fake what I don't feel. And I know people be feeling my energy, and that's fine. Pick up on it and move forward. And there's no hard feelings, just that, like, I know when somebody's not for me, and it's not a loss. I don't look at it like a loss. I look at it like, okay, I experienced that. I know what that is. I don't go back. I'm not doing no backwards. Let me double check. I don't need to double check nothing. That experience has been exhausted. Let's move forward. And I feel like if more people honestly dealt with people in that manner, there wouldn't be people in relationships with regret. There wouldn't be people in relationships being bitter, being selfish, being spiteful. A lot of people, I feel like, are in relationships with people they know they don't deserve. And because they know they don't deserve that person, every time they do some dirt, or every time, they make a move, or the other person makes a move, they get really anxious. Because, that one run to this place might be that time where they meet somebody. Or, this one vacation might be the time where they meet somebody. So they end up playing defense for somebody they don't even want to treat with the utmost respect. They just want to block everybody that will see the greatness in them from getting them. And it's just so stupid to me. So my thing is, like, be honest about what you deserve, and be honest about what you want to give to somebody, and don't lie to somebody about what you want to share with them or what you want to build with them, because it's going to come back to bite you. I don't know how it's going to come back to bite you, but I don't want to be around it when it bites you. And we just have to be mindful of that. And I'm not into wasting my effort. I'm not into wasting my time, but I know a lot of people are. So just be mindful of that, okay? My name is Shan. This is She Gets It Pod. You heard. And I'm going to catch you next time. Peace. Coming up next episode, women step on it and think it's an issue, but it's not. That's what I'm gonna say. Peace. All right, y'all. I'm gonna play some clips of these videos that talk about my fear of what this thing called marriage is. I'm just gonna leave it on here, let y'all think. Okay? So let's play. Let's play.
Getting ready for these Friday meetings, child. But yes. 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 The one thing that this conversation has opened up, and I'm really debating on whether or not I want to start compiling these and doing something else.
She should.
We're gonna see what God say about it. But we have to shine light on. Not everybody's son is okay. Not everybody's son is all right. But
Okay.
this is the killer part, because toxic masculinity hurts men more.
Hello?
Y'all out here dealing with stuff so tough, and then you believe that you don't need nothing and nobody. Right. That to get those things addressed is to make you less of a man. And
let me stop her right there. And then those who believe they don't need nobody and no help be the main ones hyping themselves up to do it all by themselves because don't nobody help them and don't. Sir, you just said you ain't need it. So do you need it and you don't want it so you can play victim for being nasty to people? Like, that's it. That's the mess I don't get.
Let's emphasize my point from earlier. If you as a man cannot discern what's going on in your home or with your wife, you can't affect change anywhere else. And the fact that there are classes of men who just really believe to be a man means you have to be an oppressive force in a household.
You don't.
That be killing me. That some men are walking around here with anger issues that are really depression.
Mm-hmm.
That have trauma from their own essay growing up. Yes, I said it. There are men walking around with wounds that y'all just refuse to acknowledge exist. And then when you come across a woman who loves you now, who wants the best for you, who wants you to be better as a man,
You give her
you
shit.
treat her like shit.
Yep.
You push her away. You cheat on her. And then when she says to you, I'm not finna take this shit no more, you curse her for leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this goes across both sets of waters.
And just because you decide to sit in your shit and not fix it or clean it up doesn't mean you get to penalize someone else for deciding not to wake up and go to sleep frustrated, upset, and with a heavy heart because they don't know how to love you enough so you can love yourself. That's your job. Okay? That's not no other woman's job.
Men are not all right. And I'm very thankful for the men that come on this space who admit their own shortcomings and how they made it over, how they may have messed up one marriage, trying to do better in the next one, how they have tried to do better by their children later in life, even if they fucked up the first time, but they were dedicated to try to make it better. But this be the part. This be the part, and then you want to wipe your feet on your wife. Again, as Nikki Giovanni says, because I love you, I get least of you.
Boo! Boo! What? Is she? When I tell you, she made one post, and one post got like 5,000 people on it, liking and commenting and dropping their bits about the shit show that was or is their marriage. And I'm not saying marriage is horrible for all people, but I'm just saying there's reasons behind these articles of men between a certain age range lonely and not married. There are reasons behind why women file for divorce more than men. As I was saying, men will sit and allow something to not be fixed for a long period of time and not make any changes longer than women will. That's why women file for it more than men. It's not because men don't want a divorce. Some men be actively divorced within their marriage. The paperwork just has not been established. Okay? Okay.
I think marriage is amazing. I think two people who choose each other and decide to build a life together and a legacy and leave that as a testament for generations to come. I think that's beautiful.
Me
I also
too.
think not everybody is built for marriage.
Facts.
And one of the most poignant quotes I ever heard regarding marriage actually came from Bishop Jakes. He said that when, in this illustration he gave, he said, I had enough energy, I had enough in me for 40 years, but we used it up in 4.
And then y'all wonder why I'd be like, weddings should be earned. Because we can get married in the bushes around the corner. All right, we can say vows to each other. It could be just for me and you, right? But if within 5 years from that day that we got married, we can't survive the 5 years, why are we celebrating with a marriage with a wedding that costs 50 G's, 70K? Why are we feeding both sides of our family and we can't even make it with each other? That's why I be saying this, y'all.
Even in the video that precedes this, you see the young man facilitating this conversation with the I guess couple that is now breaking up. He asked him, how does it feel to see your wife breaking down like this? He sat there and said nothing. He said that he didn't feel anything. And the young man facilitating, he said that, basically that should disturb you because even in this, she's still serving your need. This is what I be talking about though, right? This is what the last 10.
But that's what happens when two people get married for the wrong reasons. So, my reason on why I want to marry a man should be equivalent to the reason he wants to marry me. If y'all ain't on the same page, y'all gonna end up where somebody's not feeling what you feeling. And you gonna be in your what? In your feelings, Jesus. Lord.
12 days of conversation have culminated in that women try to make these situations work because we want them to work. We're still serving the need, thinking that if we serve, then that'll be reciprocated. Some of y'all have just been taught to take, not to build. That is the problem. There should be no reason why another adult should be in the house with you, whom decided to be with you, to build life with you, and make your life more complicated, more stressed out than anything you could encounter in the world. My adage has always been, I shouldn't have to fight the world to come home and fight you too.
Yep.
Not doing that. One of the reasons I believe that emotional intelligence is needed for men, so y'all will know what is going on. You as a man cannot be that. If you are not perceptive in your home, you can't be perceptive or resourceful or relied upon anywhere else.
You gonna be a horrible friend. You gonna be a horrible boss. You gonna be a horrible business entrepreneur. You're gonna be a horrible neighbor. You're gonna be a horrible, just human to human communicator because you lack empathy. You lack compassion. You lack just logic in how people need to be treated in order for people to be happy to do what they do with you. Wait.
And again, for this choose better men argument, where is y'all's daddies to raise you to be better men? Because better men is nebulous. What is a better man? And how does one raise a better?
And I am a person that feels like it's not just on fathers to create great men from little boys. It's on a mother and a father. But yes, fathers should be there.
Man, because if you tell your son to be a knucklehead and you think that's a better man because he's not hitting her, that's not gonna cut it. He gonna make any other woman's life miserable. My favorite get coffee. Y'all stay up though.
When I tell y'all she be in her bag, I found her on the 1st of September. And I was like, nah, bruh, this gotta be shared on this episode because I already did this episode. I'm just adding these in. Y'all. Sheesh.
Discouraging, but it goes back to this peer reviewed article that why a class of men are alone and why they need to develop emotional intelligence. The thing that I used to tell, my children's father and, my second ex-husband is I can't be the sole mule on the plow. I'm not going to do everything. But here you go, right? Trying to be a good wife, whatever that is. I'm washing clothes, keeping house, keeping the kids, keeping myself. I'm doing all those things, right? Because my thing is, I ain't gonna ask you, but maybe 2-3 times, because you grown too, like I'm grown.
Right.
Like if it's dishes in the sink, you can't wash.
Let me tell you this. This is when I knew. This is when I knew that number. Let me see. No, what number was he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5. That relationship right there. When he told me, you gonna have to keep telling me multiple times so I remember to do it. I was like, you wasn't built for Chantal. This ain't gonna work. Because to me, when you ask your person that you're in a relationship with, or anybody that cares about you, like if my mom asks me to do something, I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna need her to tell me 3 times to do something for me to do it. Because she's important, she's a priority, and I'm gonna get it done. My kids, if they ask me for something important, I'm not going to forget. I'm going to do it because they're important to me and I want to get it done. When he said, you're going to have to tell me a few times so I can remember, I said, no. You just really like me. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. I hate telling people more than once. And I only repeat myself because I have children. But I am not going to tell my equal more than once to do something I ask them to do. If they really care, I'm not doing it.
Gotta be at work at 7 o'clock tonight, and you can't cook dinner and lay the kids' clothes up. Like, I think the thing that is discouraging is it really shines a light on how women view marriage and how some men view marriage. Now, there's women in the comments who have said that, like, once they went on strike, he'd be like, I ain't doing shit, and he had to pick up what she wasn't doing. That he was like, oh yeah, she do a lot. This, ooh, I got the help. And but there's so many stories of just like this continued weaponizing confidence that seems to be really indicative that either they haven't been raised or haven't been asked to do anything, or in certain cases, they saw their mothers and grandmothers do everything and they think that's normal. Where, the coddling and catering to, the sons in a family that they don't really get out and do anything else. That so when they get in a relationship, they don't function as a true adult in that relationship, because there's no reason that if there's another adult in the house and things need to be done, like the most basic, take the trash out. One woman said she had come back from a 12-hour nursing shift and the grass ain't cut, trash ain't taken out, but you've been home all day, but you mad that she asked you how to do something. The communication disconnect is a problem. The fact that some men are not emotionally intelligent is a problem. And again, in the 10 days I did that one video, there have been over 1,000 comments. Women ain't taking this shit no more. Women ain't taking this shit no more.